So I'm over here trying to do my schoolwork and we're talking about resumes and I'm so nervous because I'm going to school right now for medical billing and coding and I haven't even been in school yet for a month until the 5th. So I guess almost a month. And it's talking about your resume and having a gap in your resume and I definitely have a gap in my resume because it's been almost 3 years and I have been a stay-at-home mom and I'm a little bit nervous to start up. I know that there's other people that's been in my position, other moms that they haven't worked for a while and then they're going back to work and they are a stay-at-home mom and I would like to continue that, but I'm like, how am I going to be able to do that if the last time I was pregnant was almost 3 years ago? My daughter was 4 months old. The lady that fired me from that remote job working for ACT, an advanced call center, um, she was actually the one that hired me. She was that trainer when she was training us for a different thing. She was the one that hired me when I was 8 months pregnant, and then I had the baby, and then now I have the baby sitting here on my lap. I'm communicating with you, saying, "Hey, I need a breastfeed off camera. This is why my Zoom camera is gonna be off. I'm communicating with you. You are aware that my child is on my lap." And there's other children that's being loud in the background on the other cameras, and you're not saying anything. But on day 4 of us being trained for this new department, I received a message saying, well, because they saw her hair. I don't show my baby's face to the public unless it's my close friends, right? And they seen the hair of her where I specifically had the camera pointed upward. She wasn't making any noises. I don't even think I was even on mute. And they sent me a message saying, and I was only clocked in for 4 minutes, bro. Like, I was clocked in for 4 minutes, and they said, go ahead and pack up your equipment and bring it in on that Friday, because you need to find childcare for your child, which I plan to homeschool for a reason. Like, I'm against daycare for a reason. Like, I don't want to send my kids to school for a reason. So for you to tell me it's either this job or my child, basically, because I'm not gonna put my kid in childcare. He's gonna be with me, and my son now, he's gonna be with me. That's the purpose of me being a stay-at-home mom. And you're gonna tell me that I need to go bring my equipment in because you saw her hair when there's other babies that's being very loud on the camera and nothing's being said. I don't want those moms to lose their job. Not my point of saying this, but it's the fact that you just saw her hair. You know, I rejoiced when I lost that job. It was very stressful working while pregnant. It was very stressful working while freshly postpartum. And, it wasn't a loss, but I'm nervous now to start back up if God's will is for me to be in the medical billing and coding and that being my experience. And she wasn't even a toddler making noise. Now I have an almost 3-year old and then I have a 6-month-old boy. That's like, I don't know what my background's going to be like. Is there a way for me to have a stay-at-home job while still being a stay-at-home mom if this TikTok stuff doesn't, go well? It's my nerves right now. My resume, I don't even know how to go about doing anything about that because I haven't really worked the job because they don't see being a homeschooling mother. I wish I could just be paid for being a homeschooling mother. Like, I'm doing the exact same thing as they're doing in school. I am for my child's future. My child, she knows all her ABCs. I can say the letter A is the letter X, and she'll say, "No, mama, that's the letter A." She knows all that stuff. She's knowing her Spanish and all that stuff. I think she can count to like 15, 16, like 15, 16. I think up to 20 in Spanish. I'm not sure. And she can count backwards and she can pray. She can, like she is intelligent and she hasn't been to school once in her life. Like, I wish that stay-at-home moms that's homeschooling could get more credit for the little people's lives who they knew nothing. They didn't know how to do anything, and now they know how to do the same thing that they're teaching them at daycare. Like, but no. I mean, unless there is something, and I'm just not aware of it yet. But that's my nerves. That's all I wanted to share. I want to see if there's any moms that can relate, that can give me some support because your girl's nervous. Next year is gonna be a big year if I do start. Well, when I get my own job. working in this field that I never wanted for myself, but being that's the next popular thing right now, that seems more easier for me to get if I just get an education right now, hustling with schooling and everything for 11 and a half months. So that's what I'm going for. It's not my passion, but I'm just praying that I can be able to do well with this job, especially if I don't have to take calls. But if there's any other job that I can help, that you know what I'm trying to say, like another job that's better for me, in my situation of being a stay-at-home mom and where I can continue to be that, please let me know. God bless.